Is it working now? My mic turned on? Mic's turned on. It is. Sounds really choppy though. Anyways, thank you for the raid, Fifi. I hope you had a nice rest of your stream. And thank you for the resub. Okay, now it sounds good. I thought it sounded like the mic was cutting out, but it sounds okay right then. So I think we're okay. The freaking burrito. It's just gonna be the burrito every time I have problems now. It'll just be the burrito got me. Anyways, I hope you had a nice stream. The rest of it I didn't see. And so what did you ask? What is this? Hit anything but it's good? Nice. Okay, so just couldn't get a lot of FCs, I guess. Alright. I'm using a different backpack and it sits on my back weird. I was like just adjusting it, trying to get it to a... Hi, Mr. Winnie Cat. But yeah, anyways, welcome everyone. I just started like you saw because I was on the starting scene. Shoot, I didn't start the app on my phone. So I have to fish it out of my backpack. If you guys want to be able to stalk me on the map. Wait, hold on, let me do that real quick. I mean, otherwise the overlay is not going to be right. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm sure you're sweaty and everything. Well, thank you for the raid, and I hope you have a nice shower and a nice rest of your day, if I don't see you again. It's really nice weather here again, so I decided to bike ride, because I had a lot of fun hiking yesterday. Alright, Fish, I need to see what question did you ask me? Oh, I saw that. I don't even know how you pretend to play that riding a bike. Thanks. I don't know how you pretend to play 25 on a bike, but I can figure something out. But yeah, I saw that. I think that was when I had it off, but TPS is reading it out, and I'm just like, oh gosh. And chat doesn't scroll up that far anymore. But Fish asked me some question. What is 5 times 12 or something? Alright, bye Fish. I hope you have a nice time. And thank you for the resub. Good luck on whatever you were doing. So I'm starting here, and I'm going to ride all the way down to the Sound, which is basically the ocean. So it says I'm at 391 feet. Is that updated? I guess it has. So I should ride pretty much down to zero. Okay. Yeah, I figured it was number, well, so you'd been subbed. read it off good, the actual number, and I was gonna try to go add it up, see if I came up with something like it being 111 or whatever bullcrap I said last time. I'm gonna pull over here and mess with the audio real quick. I heard it and I'm like, oh great, it's another trick question. So for it's not a trick question, you just gotta be able to add. $60 is quite a while. I'm gonna restart the mic and see if that fixes it. I thought it sounded... I have so much stream delay. I thought it sounded... Oh great, it's still cutting out. I guess I have to take the backpack off. I probably need to restart the base to get it to work right. Yeah, I don't know why I don't know what the crackling noise or whatever it's doing is. Anyways, hopefully that'll fix it. It'll only take a minute. Let's see. Yeah, it's I've had it do this like once before. It's like I don't know what Alright, what does it sound like now? Hopefully that fixed that. Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, it's loud because there's all these trucks and planes going by me, but it's not crackling anymore. It's done this like one time before. I'm not sure what it is. I think when I've just unplugged it and plugged it back up before, it's fixed it. It's a USB mic. Well, it's a wireless mic, but it's a USB. I have it plugged up USB, the receiver, to my Bella Box. It's the same thing I was using yesterday on stream. Alrighty. Good luck getting it to work. Alright, so we should be good then, as long as it doesn't start crackling again or anything. It normally always works good, and it works if it works. Or if it like, you know, if I get it to work, it'll usually keep working. It did this one time when, time before last when I went to that big garden in Seattle. and I didn't realize it. It wasn't that bad, so I guess nobody said anything. And I decided, I don't remember, I was listening to the stream for some reason and figured out it had been like crackling for like, kind of like that for like 2 hours. And I think I just unplugged it and plugged it back up then and fixed it, if I remember right. So I'm gonna mostly be riding on bike trails today. I'm just doing a little loop. So, bike lane right now, and then ride back on the bike trail. Anyways, thank you for telling me the mic was messed up. I thought I heard it and that it was messed up when I checked it at the beginning of the stream, or right after I got it working, and then I listened to me say something else, and it didn't sound like it was crackling, so I thought it must have been fine. So I must have just left it like that. So many trees, I'm worried about getting my GoPro on. Everybody's been very nice about trying to not run over me so far. The bike lane here, a bike path starts right up here according to Google Maps. I've never been down this road or ridden here, at least this part of the trail. I just went exploring on Google Maps. Yeah, cool. Nice bike path. Well, this part it looks maybe a little bumpy, but I don't know if it's nice, but it is a bike path. Oh yeah, and here's the airport. If I sit here long enough, we might be able to get to watch some planes take off right above us. I think that's the end of one runway, and this is the end. You can see the lights in the other runway. That's all. There just doesn't seem to be any taking off right now. I was gonna kind of wait for a minute and see if we could see one. Like, I think they were taking off this way today. Oh, here. Oh, there's one. They're not as low as I thought they maybe would be. Some of them seem pretty low back up there at the park that I was at, so I figured right here that in the edge of the runway maybe they'd be lower. Although that's the Southwest plane, so I wonder if the larger planes are lower. Because I think Southwest only has small planes. I need to wait for like a Delta plane or something. It also might just be a lost cause. Oh, there's one. Another one. Well, they're not really low, but you do get to see them a bit. Alaska? Oh, so that's small also. Cool. I'm gonna go on. I don't want to wait for the next one. It looks like that's about how much they're spaced, I would assume. Oh, and then there's another runway down here, or either just another set of lights. Kind of cool. I've never been down here to the end of the airport. Oh, there's one. Another one. That one's a little bit lower. It's also louder. Oh, I thought I heard another one. But is that one that took off? It was echoing off this wall. That's really funny. I thought it sounded I thought it was coming over the wall, but no, it was just echoing off the wall. Huh, that must be drainage from the... Is that to hold drainage from the runways? Or is it for something else? See, here's another, the last three have been Alaska planes. I guess that makes sense, since this is their, like, main hub. Restricted area. Huh. I would assume these must be to hold runoff from the airport. I don't know what else these holding ponds would be for. Wait, it holds runway with lights? Well, I didn't mean the... Oh, there's a Delta plane. Aren't you talking about these right here, the bridge things? I meant those holding ponds, or whatever. The ponds. I don't know if that's what you mean, or if, couldn't tell what I said. I know these have the runway lights, like the thing right in front of me. But then there was like 3 big ponds, like they have beside parking lots. And I figured they were for the runoff from the runways. Kind of like parking lots have runoff. The ponds they build for the water runoff from parking lots. I just thought it was weird that they were there by themselves on the other side of the road. And then I figured it was just for the airport. Oh, there's a swamp down there. Yeah, I thought those were runway lights. There's like 3 sets. And I think they have 3 runways. So I guess there's for all 3 runways. Also, hi, Logarithm. It's part of the path's a little overgrown, the bushes. But it's a nice smooth path. Oh, see, here's another big holding pond. Oh, that one has cattails all on the bottom of it. Cool. Why? Cross right here, I guess so. Yeah. Lake to Sound Trail. There's a sign right there for it. I think my bike is skipping gears again. It was skipping gears really bad, and I got a tune-up done on it because the wheels need to be tuned, and they adjusted it, and it is shifting really smooth. But they also put a new rear derailleur cable on because the old one was like rusting, and I'm probably ridden enough for it to stretch out some since it's brand new. Seems like when I shift all the way up into very high gears, it likes to skip gears when it's going back down. Oh, this is like a dead end road. Just for the airport. Pretty nice trail so far. It's not like scenic like some of the ones I ride. Like it's just following the road right now. But it's not nice and smooth. Oh, my heart rate's not working. My Fitbit's not paired to my phone. I can fix it, I just have to, uh-oh. That doggo doesn't seem like bikers. I can fix it, I just need to take my backpack off and take my phone out. So I'll do that next time I stop. So I think this trail used to end right down here, but they just finished a new section of it and opened it like a month ago, supposedly. That connects us down to another trail where you can ride all the way down to Des Moines. I'm basically riding all the way down to downtown Des Moines, or however you pronounce it. Gear down. Let's see, do I want to take let me check bit rate and stuff, make sure everything else is working. Yeah. Des Moines. Is that how you pronounce it? Okay, I figured you were, but I don't know what Des Moines is. So I figured it was a joke, but I didn't get it. So I didn't know what else to say. Other than like, is that how you pronounce it? GPS read that off as lol. I can't see. And it said lol. It's a lol. Is daylight the lines like the lines? Oh, think I might get it. So yeah, the trail used to end right there, and now it crosses the road, and this part over on the other side of the road is all new. Yeah. Like, I've ridden the trail down from here before. I'd never ridden the part up, like, well, I was going down that bike lane, but there's just to kind of go by the airport and down the other trail. There's a different trail I'll ride back on, but I'd never ride on those trails because they just came down to here, and it's all mostly along the road. So, and you couldn't really ride any place I wanted to exactly ride to, so didn't really want to. But if it connects and I can like park up there and ride all the way down to the sound and back, you know, that seems pretty cool. They're supposed to eventually, that one that came up around the airport where I was going by the end foot of there, like the runways, they're eventually supposed to extend that all the way over to Renton, and it'll run into East Side Rail Trail and dang, I forgot what the other one's called. Oh, Cedar River Trail. Duh. I mean, I can't ride that far, like, you know, 100 miles in a day or nothing, but you will eventually be able to ride from here all the way to like north side of the metro. I guess pretty much all on trails. Wait. Oh, should I hold this one down?
Wait to cross 8th Avenue South at Des Moines Memorial.
Oh! Wait, Fish, you told me to hold those ones down in Issaquah and they didn't do anything? I held this down and it said wait. Wait to cross Des Moines Memorial Drive. It like was reading out more stuff. Kind of cool. Oh, here's a close plane like coming into land. You can't casually ride a Century. A Century? No, I can't. Uh-huh. It is kind of cool. It just says wait, but if you hold it down, then it tells you. Oh, I guess it's telling you which road you're holding down the thing to go across. So if you're blind, I guess they have them talk, so if you're blind, you can figure it out. But you could go up and find the button, but you wouldn't know which road it was pointing across. So I guess that's kind of cool. Are they really called that? Like, do they actually call 100-mile bike rides centuries? Because I didn't know that.
Avenue South. Walk sign.
Or are you trolling me? I assume that's an actual thing. Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't do group rides and stuff like that, so I don't really know the names of bike rides. I ride a bike, but I don't really talk to other people that ride bikes much. So I don't know all of the names. Yeah, I mean, usually she doesn't troll much, but whenever she does, yeah, you can't really tell. I always just assume all of it's true because she doesn't troll much. Oh, okay. Cool. Weight limit 10 tons. Luckily, I don't weigh 10 tons. Not quite. This part's cool. Trail work ahead. Uh-oh. Well, it doesn't say trail closed, so that's good. Probably just the construction they're doing over it. Oh, yeah, I guess you usually do actually, yeah. Like, I always see those smiley faces and it's like, yep. Like, there she is again, trolling people. I mean, that's cool. You do it. I still believe what you say. Where Chicken has trolled me so much, and where I actually thought he was being serious, is I just assume he's trolling or lying to me all the time. That's cool. So, you know, at least you do trolling where people can tell if you're trolling or not, where people still think you're trustworthy. But you do. So let's see. So see, I just.
South 192nd
Oh,
Street.
well, that just started talking before I even held it down because it just gave me an insta walk. Wait, oh, it goes to that side now. Okay, I gotta cross over here. But yeah, like I was saying, there's people that I trust, and then there's people that troll that I don't trust anything they say. And you are both. Because you usually mostly put smiley faces, and then if I don't know if you're trolling, you'll actually, like, you know, say if you are or not.
Des Moines Memorial Drive.
Instead of telling me something and I believe it, and then I find out like 2 months later that you were just freaking trolling me or whatever, and then I just like, all right, I'll never trust anything like that again. And then if you're like Chicken and you keep doing it, then at some point it's like, oh, well, like, what do I trust anymore? It's like, I don't know. I say Chicken because Chicken likes trolling me the most. Well, Chicken or Dan. Yeah. Yeah, I just rode by the airport. Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess you missed the whole thing. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know if you can really see how big it is on stream, but that's the edge of the runway behind those trees. It just looks like a hill. And I rode by the north end of the airport and got to see some planes take off. It's kind of loud, but it's really cool seeing them this close. I was hoping taking off they'd be this close, but by the time they get to the end of the runway where I could see them, they were way higher up. These are like really low. So yeah, it's like big international airport for the whole metro. So it's the, most of So there's houses over there, but all of this is just woods and some warehouses. And where I started riding at, that park, there's a botanical garden there that I've streamed at before. That park and the garden and all of it is a bunch of land that there's some old roads there you can walk on, where it's like a whole subdivision that they balled up with like city blocks, just going through the woods now. Where like I guess the last time they expanded the airport, yeah, so people, yeah, that's what I figured, because here it's like that, the little single engine planes, which is I assume what you're flying, they take off at their own like airport that just basically handles little single engine planes, and then they don't let single engine planes take off from here. So I wasn't sure if it would be the same in different countries, but I figured probably so. But yeah, this is the big mega airport. Oh, you can see the Alaska Airlines. Oh, here. I'll turn around. There's a multiple things you can see over there. Oh, okay, I just made it with the pavement. This gravel on the side of this trail looks all kind of other trail. They gave me a flat tire. You actually can't see real good, but you can see the tips. Oh, dang. Yeah, that does sound spooky. So anyways, there's a few plane tails you can see, and a big Alaska Airlines building. So you can't see that much, but a little bit. There's some heavy machinery sounds down here, and it looks like it's a swamp, but I'm assuming they're building a freeway through here. Oh, is the bitrate really bad? Oh, it is really bad. Well, shoot. None of my stuff unpaired. There's just not good service here. Well, you can't see much anyways. I saw a few the tails of the planes sticking up and the building, and thought you could maybe see more riding by, and then I stopped, and you can really just see the big Alaska Airlines airplane hangar or whatever, where they, I guess, repair the big jets. Yeah, there was like two tails, and there's a big building. But yeah, I didn't notice the bit rate was like only like 1100 either. I didn't really check to see what cell service looked like on this ride. Later on, it's going to get questionable because I'm going to ride down a valley. Or down like along the creek. But hopefully it's good enough the whole time. Oh wait, this is where they're, oh my gosh, look at that. That's a big plane. I wasn't expecting it to look that large. Turkish Airlines. That's an international plane. The other ones I've been seeing are like Alaska Airline planes. Most of their planes are really, really small. Oh, here's another one coming in. At least I thought I heard one. Oh, it's over there. See, that Alaska Airlines plane, That's mostly what I've been seeing land, and they use like 747s, as I think what that is. And you don't see that many international planes take off from here, but that was a Turkish Airlines plane, so I guess it was one of the huge ones. But yeah, that was really cool. It like kind of freaked me out. I've been seeing all these little planes, and there's like a massive one comes over the trees. Oh, there's just no service here. That's unfortunate. Is it back? It makes it look like I have enough bit rate, but it's nothing's happening. I wonder if I'll ride down into T-Mobile service or if I should just turn around. Hey, it's back. I'm hoping I ride into, I'm going down into said valley I was talking about now. I didn't think the service would be bad back there. So going by terrain, I think I'll go even into worse service, but maybe I'll ride back into it. But yeah, it's a really busy airport. I'm gonna pull over here real quick. So this is the nicest part of the trail. It goes along the creek the whole entire way until we get down to the sound. So basically the ocean. All right, bitrate looks good now. Sweet. Looks like I've gotten, I thought T-Mobile had service down here. I've gotten close enough to it. Where's picking up? But yeah, that's a pretty, it's a, you know, this is a pretty big metro area, and there's one airport up north, that north side, that has a few commercial flights, but not that many. So it's basically the airport for the whole metro area. And it's a small airport. It has like 3 runways, and it's running almost at capacity. Like they've been talking for years trying to figure out where to build another one and can't find any place to actually build it. Every time they, the last time they picked a place that they decided they were gonna build it, yeah, so like, it actually kind of sucks flying in and out of here on the weekends and stuff. Like they get backed up, and they don't have enough gates, so they'll get behind. So it's pretty easy flying out because the plane's already at a gate. Although, actually half of my flights flying out leave late also because the gate has a plane at it. But like almost every time I fly back in here, you have to wait at least, like the plane will land and then you just sit out at the edge of the runway for like 20 or 30 minutes waiting for a gate to be open. Because they'll be like the plane will get there on time, but there'll still be another plane. So the 3 runways, and they don't have enough gates. So it's fine during the week, but it's already horrible on the weekends. Like I said, like they get behind and then they just can't catch back up because it's like at capacity basically. So it's like just like that until it slows down overnight. So it kind of sucks. Bitrate seems to be doing okay. This is cool. There's a place down here where I go under like a bridge and it will almost for sure cut out, but then it'll be back. It's kind of dropping more now, but anyways, if it cuts out, I should make it through the part that I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up in like about 5 minutes. And then I'll be back out where I know I have good service. I was like, what the heck is going on here? It's like, there was one person riding on the right side and one person riding on the left side. And I was waiting for the person on the right side to go to their side of the path. So I was kind of waiting because I didn't want them to swerve over in front of me. And then I finally figured out they were just planning on staying on the right and they were gonna make me pass in the middle. So I was like, okay. It's nice and cool here. It was the last like mile or so I rode before I got to this part was really hot. Well, actually the boardwalk part wasn't, but before that, when I was riding along the 4-lane road, it was really hot there. And this feels like a refrigerator compared to that. Right, so far bitrate's barely holding on. Oh, that trail that cuts off there just goes and ends at a gate. This is a water treatment place, I think. Oh, see, there's another plane coming in. The park I'm riding down to... All right, awesome. The park I'm riding down to, I've been to a few times. Like, I've ridden down to it one time, and I've drove to it multiple times. And it's fun to watch planes from it. They're higher up than right by the airport, but you can just constantly see the planes come in. So it's probably going to cut completely off in a minute. I guess we'll see. Right now it seems just fine. Yeah, I thought I did. There's a stream that I just found recently. Somebody, actually for this airport, the one I rode by, they bought a house like last year or something like that on a hill overlooking the airport and set up a live stream on Twitch. I think it's on Twitch, or on YouTube. I think it's on YouTube and not Twitch. And got pretty popular because I guess nobody had a live stream of the airport. So it's the first one, and it's a pretty busy airport, and people like plane spotters like watching it. Like he just set up a camera in his like front yard or whatever, like, and they could just watch the planes land all day. Yeah. I don't remember the name of the channel. So this is where I thought for sure I wouldn't have service. I'm utterly shocked. Like, look how steep the sides are, and there's a road that shortcuts over here. I'm like utterly shocked that anything picks up down here. Huh. It's crazy. AT&T just, it's like I'm riding towards the tower. I guess they have a tower down here that picks up the valley, maybe. What the heck is that? Looks like someone's yard. They had statues of flags on them. So cool. I made it down the whole trail. It might have not looked perfectly good, but I made it down the whole valley. I just lost service in the parking lot before that. See, I'm gonna ride down the road. I'm gonna go over there, but looks like there's a lot of people on that trail, and it's a really, really thin trail. I don't know for sure if you're even supposed to have bikes on it. It's like basically a walking trail. So I'll just ride over here. Comes out at the same place. We can see elevation also. I should be pretty much down to zero, like to sea level, because this is the sound. It's like salt water. Basically basically the ocean. Same elevation as the ocean. So as far as elevation goes, I'm at the ocean. It also looks like it's high tide, or yeah, because the water's way up. Because where these rocks stick out, when it's like low tide, you can walk way out there. Like out to here, and then it goes along that way. There's a big huge rock area you can walk out on. Yeah. There's geese right here, and it looks like ducks or geese. A bunch out there on the rocks. Uh-huh. Geese. I can't tell what's out there. Yeah. It's a nice park, and then there's a pier that sticks out in the water, and then a marina over there. I've been here a couple times, and I've ridden down that trail. Oh, I've streamed here before walking the dog. I think Fish might have been the only one that watched. But I'm sure she'll remember this, probably, if she is here or comes back. But it was like last year when I just first started streaming. And I tried walking up that trail. Actually, by the time I got over to those buildings, I lost cell service. So I could only stream right out here by the water. So it was kind of a short and a really scuffed one. Oh yeah, see, you can see the planes landing, coming in just constantly. So if it wasn't so cloudy, there's mountains that way on the other side of the, like above the tree line you can see there's mountains, but I guess the clouds are too low. Because that's like Olympic Peninsula over that way. I'm gonna stop here and take my phone out and pair my watch to it so I actually have heart rate going back, and drink some water. Talk. So where there's a group just swimming back and forth. It's like, what are they doing? I kind of want to be like that person. Take a kayak out. Dig my phone out from the bottom of my backpack. All right, there we go. Now it's working. Now when I'm, it was like low probably anyways going down that hill. Now when I have to like, die riding uphill the entire way back, you'll get to see my heart rate. I think it is uphill basically overall uphill the whole way back. So it says that I'm at 6 feet, so this seems pretty accurate because that should be sea level right there. And I'm about 6 feet. So that's pretty cool. I was wanting to check the elevation. all those people with questionable taste that looked like they had questionable tastes that I went by. But you know, the cars when I first got to the road, sounds like they're all driving away now. I don't know if you could hear the cars or not, but it was sounded like two different cars or something with loud mufflers. I'm gonna ride around that way to the that's a fancy looking plane. This is Alaska. I'm gonna ride around to the marina so we can get a little view over there. Hang out down here for a few more minutes and then I guess head back. There's another plane coming in. I'm passing on your left. Look, it's a sailboat coming out. Like 9 p.m. or a little after. I think sunset's like 9:07 or something like that. Yeah, do you say it gets? Do you say sunset's like 6 p.m. there? Like you're around? I was thinking that's what you said recently.
Nope. Okay, so we're not even gonna go over there. We're gonna talk about the rules first, okay? The rules are we don't hold on to this because we don't get close to this because that's how you fall in. We stay away from the rails, okay? Deal?
Yeah, it's crazy to think about it. That it.
Hey, so remember last time we was walking, we was over there, but look at how much water came up. It's a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, here like a couple of weeks ago, sunset was like, I don't know when the latest it got to, like 9:15 or something, and then I think yesterday it was around like 9:07 or 9:08 or something like that, and then in the winter, in like December, sunset will be like 4:35 or something like that, I think. So it this so far north it it changes a lot from like, you know, 4:30 in the afternoon basically to like 9 o'clock at night. Just from June to December.
Where it's like, he's like sweet as a kid, but like he gets really
I don't like winter, and I really hate the 4:30 nighttime. So I especially don't like winter, I guess. Says you can't take bikes out there, and there's a ton of people fishing also. I could go cable my bike up, but I don't know if I really want to walk out there with that many people fishing. It's nice and cool here today, though. So you can watch the boats and watch the planes come in. It's a United plane. No, well, I've been on a pontoon boat. My grandpa, or step-grandpa, had a pontoon boat that I went out on, I think, twice in a lake. I've never been on, don't think I've ever, like I've been on paddle boats, you know, that you can like rent places, if that's a boat, and kayaks. But the biggest thing I've been on is a pontoon boat, and like out in a, you know, pretty decent sized lake. Hi, yeah, I hadn't seen you in a very long time. I've been pretty good. How are you doing? I don't think I've seen you in years. So yeah, I've been on a pontoon boat, but I've never been on a boat larger than that, and I've never been on a boat like here, like in the Sound or in the ocean or anything. What is that plane? It's kind of fun to watch and see what airlines the planes are flying in. I don't even recognize that. I don't know what that one is. But yeah, how are you? How have you been over and out? Hope you've been doing good. Yeah, it's orange, and it looked like the name started with Sun, like Sun something. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I still stream Beat Saber about half the time, like I always used to, but now I also do IRL streams. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do here. At least if you're like me and you like watching boats and planes. That sailboat's way out there now. Oh wait, that's a sailboat also. There's an Alaska plane. Or do I have this pointing down enough where you can actually see the boats? I want to make sure it's not pointing up at the sky too much. I should point it down a little bit more. When I'm like looking up at stuff. Feet saver. Yeah. Yeah, I have a feet saver redeem. So I haven't done any in a long time. I just do Fitbit now to get exercise instead of feet saver. But I still have a feet saver redeem. But I don't think anyone's redeemed it, and I don't think I've played a feet saver song in probably a year or two. But yeah, I used to quite a bit. I used to like playing them until my legs were collapsing. Sun Country. Oh, okay. Cool. Sun Country Airlines. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Maybe it's not a U.S. airline, or maybe it's, it looked like a kind of small plane, like not like an international plane. But it might be a West Coast one. Oh. Like you found that actual flight? I mean, I know all that's public information, and I assume you're good at looking it all up and finding it. Like tracking flights. Yeah, I don't know, since you probably haven't played Beat Saber in a long time, do you remember do you know what Fitbit is? Oh, cool. That's actually cool. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a plane that looked like that or heard of them. So I guess maybe it's a small airline. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, over now. There's that Fitbit like song in the game, like default song, but that's a category now where people map like it's a type of map basically, like a speed map or tech or stuff, where people map maps that have squat walls and walls that make you lean and stuff like that. They're really, really fun. Wait, I didn't even notice those. They are anti-bird spikes. Wait, look. They have things all along here also to keep them, look, they like have dangly things in the wind can blow them and they spin around to keep birds from sitting up on top of the concrete. It's like a whole bunch of anti-bird stuff. I guess they don't sit on this that much, but this fence in front of me, I guess you guys can see those on the other side of the fence. Huh, they look like, some of them have wire running between them like it's an electric fence. I wonder if those things that stick out are all electrified. I think that's actually, I think they are, because yeah, the fence is for people. But I think the spikes are for birds, because those wouldn't stop a person, I don't think. Oh, the wire is just as I think just a fishing line. So I don't think they're electric. They're just they just dangle around and keep birds from sitting up there. They get whacked for those little things when they spin. But yeah, I guess Sarah is talking about these things. I assume they're for birds. I mean, that's true, yeah. They're probably, the fence is for people so you don't, idiots don't climb out there and walk out on that, but the spikes are probably for people and birds. If you notice, the top spikes are bent over, like somebody actually climbed over the fence and bent a couple of them. Like right in the middle, there's a section where there's 2 sets of them that are bent over. It's kind of funny. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Where did the sailboats go? Oh, that one's out there and its sail's up now. I guess the big one? I don't know where the smaller one went. There's a little small one way out there. Here's another Alaska plane. Almost all of them are Alaska planes. Dang, are you just looking at all, like watching it all now? Cool. This is fun, having someone tell me where the planes are at. I know people do plane watching and they look up where the planes are at, but I've never actually tried. I'm not even sure where to look that up at. Oh, okay. I mean, you should know my exact area if you look on a, certain website. Flight Radar 24. Okay. Here's another Alaska plane coming in. You should know my exact location. Oh, that's just creepy to say. But it's true. No, wait, that's a United plane. I thought that was another Alaska one. Oh, this can't come up really, really fast. Oh. Why does it think I'm in another side of the country or the world? Oh, there are a lot of planes around here. Oh, you can see them just... Yeah, you can just see them lined up. Like south of here, just on the map, just lined up, going north to the airport. That's pretty cool. Southwest coming in, yeah, this is a Southwest plane. It's like, there's one, they fly over almost down that Tacoma and then just line up into a line, like just going straight north to the airport. There's like 3 of them, yeah. Pretty cool. So that's this one. Oh yeah, if I click on it, it came from Baltimore. If this is the right one, it's a Boeing 737. Yeah, Southwest. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just typed in flight and then typed in the R and Google completed the rest of it. So it was super easy to find. I just needed to know there was a site in his name. So next one coming in is a Alaska Airlines from Dallas. Oh, there it is. And then after it is a Delta Airlines plane from Paris. Oh, so this is going to be one of the big ones, I guess, overseas. It's been in air. It departed 9 hours and 47 minutes ago. Does it mean Paris, France? Is that really only like 10 hours away? So this one is a 737. Yeah, if I could just see planes from my house, from the airport. I live too far away. Like you could even live down here and see them. I guess if you live just north or south of the airport for a ways. All right, so next is a Airbus A330, whatever that is. I'm gonna stand here at least to watch it to see if it's way larger than the 737s. I assume so since it's an international flight. What did I just click on? And here it is. It does look a lot larger from here. It's crazy. I looked on the map and this was way the freak down, like just east of Tacoma, and now it's already up here in just 2 minutes it's been since then. Like it's crazy actually seeing them on a map where you know where they're at and seeing how fast they move. So that's the Delta Airlines flight from Paris. Now, it's a bigger plane. And it is lower than the other ones. And I think further that way. So is it? Yeah, it looks like it's going slower and lower. And it kind of looks like it's further that way, like it's landing at a different runway. Because the other ones are higher up and more over towards me. And it got out of sight behind the trees, and other ones have just been... That's kind of funky. I guess the big ones are slower and fly lower when they're landing. Does it say what runway they're landing at? Oh, okay. It looked tired. It looked like it was going so slow and low, like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh, right. So I guess the right runway, the one. You really did. After she... Look, what the freak is this? This is a tiny plane. Is this landing at SeaTac? It's lined up like it is, like the other ones, but that's like a single engine plane, I think. Wow. I didn't know single engine planes actually landed there. But it's like, oh. Yeah, I closed the site, so I didn't look that up yet. Huh. So I guess maybe FedEx doesn't fly that much stuff in and out. Just a little bit of air. Oh, single engine FedEx plane? FedEx flies some big planes in and out of King County. Hello, how's it going? FedEx flies some big planes, I think like 747s or something. They land at Boeing Field or King County International Airport, which is a little north of SeaTac. I think UPS flies planes out of there also. Oh, now that you tell me it's FedEx, it looks like FedEx. Like the tail looks like it's purple. You know, like the purple color that they put on their trucks. Like I can't see FedEx, but the colors definitely look like it. That was cool. Yeah, I think it has been a while. Definitely remember your name, but I feel like I hadn't seen you in quite a while. Wait, is that the plane name or something? Oh. Oh, here's a big jet coming in now. Okay, another one. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know they flew single engine ones in, but I guess maybe just FedEx does. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, I remember that. When I was walking around the lake, you were talking about your, we were talking about your cat and stuff like that. Because I think it was bedtime for you, because you're, I don't remember, European or something like that? Yeah, howdy. Yeah, that's a cool looking one. I've never seen a green plane like that either. And it's flying over like the big Delta plane did, like it's landing at the other runway. Oh, yeah. It looks like it has a clover on its tail. Like a 3-leaf clover on the tail. So I guess that makes sense if it's from, is it Irish airline? That's what you would think, a green plane with a, okay. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Cool. Man, this is fun. I want to start plane watching. I can't like, you know, like that stream I told you about, stream from my house and plane watch, but I can just come here when I want to and plane watch. Unless it's a day when the planes are coming in, I guess I could watch them take off. Sometimes they come in from the south, and sometimes they come in from the north. I guess depending on the wind and stuff. And here's a smaller one, and it's lined up for, I guess the left runway. That's a little Alaska plane. Yeah, this is kind of fun. It's a lot more fun when you can look up what cities they're from and what airline. Because like the ones I don't recognize, I just have to like purely guess. Like what? Oh, like any place that you can. Oh. Yeah, the stream I was telling you about, I think their house is high enough over the runway where they can film show the landings on the runways. The problem is the airport is on a hill and it's lower than it almost everywhere, except for like a few little places. So you kind of can't just go watch them land on the runway, unfortunately, because it's on like the top of the hill. There's some places that I'm pretty sure you're higher than it, because I think that, I don't remember if you could see with that stream I was telling you about, if you could see the runways or not. I think it's, if there are any areas where you can, it's just residential areas. There's no like cool parks you can go to or nothing. Because it's like literally on the very tip top of a hill. Like back where I was at earlier, and you could see the end of the runway a little bit. It's built up higher than where I was at, but that whole area was kind of up on a hill also compared to the surrounding areas. Like there's a ridge that goes north-south there, and the airport's up on the top of the ridge. So yeah. I'm only been an hour and 43 minutes. Well, I guess I should go ahead and head back, because this is probably going to take me at least an hour to ride back, because I have to ride uphill. And I was going to try to mow the grass when I get home. So I need to try to get home, because it's like cool today and everything, and do some yard work. So I want to try to get home early enough to be able to do all that before it gets dark. This is really fun. I want to come here again and just watch the boats and the planes. Like, dude, there's a ship out there. I've been watching the planes and didn't even notice. There's a freaking, actually ship out there with shipping containers on it. Cargo ship. Here, dang it. My phone's in my, I was thinking I would switch to my phone and I could use the zoom lens so you could actually see the ship good, but I'm gonna have to go dig it out of the bottom of my backpack. Probably would, I doubt you can see that for how small it is with a GoPro. But there is a cargo ship out there. You'll just have to believe me. Wait, marine traffic? There's a marine traffic website also where that tells you what ships are coming in? Is that what you're saying? Because that would be so cool. I could just come here and look up all the planes and the ships. Like I could definitely entertain myself for a few hours doing that. Cool. It'd be cool to see what like countries the ships are coming in from and everything. Are all my, before I head back, are all my phones still paired and everything? I can't actually, the side's not loading. Yeah, so I should be good to go. All right, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and head back now. Oh, two of them coming in at the same time. Are they going in at different runways, I guess? A Delta plane and a Southwest plane. They're lined up, but they're coming in at different ones. I hadn't seen two come in this close to each other yet, though. The Southwest is a small plane, but it looks like it's going over to that right runway, the one that the international ones have been landing at. And it's also flying lower. Maybe they just look. Oh, on like parallel runways? Cool. I didn't know if they would do that, like if they'd be too close to each other in the air, you know, to get close enough to land side by side on the runways. And I've never, you know, watched planes here enough to really, you know. Here's another small one. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, this would be fun watching planes also if I need to come here again sometime. I should have switched to my phone while we were watching planes because I could zoom in. It's probably really hard to see these. Is that a UPS plane? It almost looks like it's white and the back of it almost looks like it's black and yellow. But I can't hardly tell. But it's small, kind of not as small as the FedEx ones, but private one? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I should have switched to my phone because I could zoom in on the planes and so you guys could see them better. And like that cargo ship. Why? That one sounds like it's speeding up. That one actually looks like it's speeding up and is that one taking? Did that one just abort landing? That one just aborted its landing, I'm pretty sure. It like took off and it's flying back up. Like I heard the engine speed up and it's flying away now. It's really weird. But anyways, bye Mr. Winnie Cat. You have an early appointment? Oh yeah, and it's almost 9. Hope you had a nice time watching, and I'll see you later. Yeah, she's my mom, and her name's Mr. Winnie Cat, because she had a cat named Winnie, and I guess needed... Oh, okay, so they had to abort, and then they'll fly back around and land. Here's another tiny one. Yeah, I've been here before and seen planes, and I've never seen one take back off like that. Oh yeah, it's curving out to go back. It's curving out that way to go circle back around. It's out that way now, like flying over that way. Cool. Yeah, I hope that hasn't been too boring. Oh, the private one that came in before the Alaska one that aborted. How did they just not have any number? Like that's a thing? Yeah, I hope it hadn't been too boring. I've been kind of fixated on planes. I haven't really been talking about much other. Oh, interesting. That's weird. Here's another small one. The Alaska plane is way out there now, flying south again. Oh, when we watch them, I wouldn't mind watching trains. I see enough cars. I don't really care about Like, I could go sit at the side of the interstate and look at cars, but it seems noisy and boring. I wouldn't mind, if I had a window seat, I wouldn't mind being on that plane. Because, like, it's pretty out there and you can see the sound and everything. And having to abort and they're flying back south and then going north again, you'd have to. I mean, I'd probably be happy to get off the plane, but also it would be a pretty ride. Yeah, I was looking at it some too. Oh, here's two planes coming in at the same time again. They're a little bit more behind each other. Yeah, welcome back. I need to leave and go ride back so I don't get back too late. I just keep seeing more planes come in. Oh no! Wait, what did I miss? Whoosh. I didn't understand what that was for. So yeah. I didn't quite get it. Oh, my knees are stiff from standing there so long. I guess riding 8 miles, and then I noticed my right knee was starting to kind of hurt just standing there. Oh, I did not know. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a movie, so there's not really any way for me to get it. Yeah, we're probably all media illiterate or whatever, except for Saria. I don't know. I don't actually know. Maybe Fifi's not. I should drink a little more water before I head back, because I hadn't drank hardly any water. Yeah, vacuum her up before she can blow away, and then glue the dragon back together. This, my wire keeps falling down in my backpack today and really pulling. I need to, wait, is that? What is that one that just went by? Is it Iceland Air? I can see the ice and then I can see air on the other side of the wing. So the next one's Alaska that flew around? I assume that's, I'm pretty sure it's Icelandic Air or something. It's Airways. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Right. It's got really wavy. There's like, I could see water coming up from here. Oh, it's the wake from that cargo ship. It just got to the shore. Dang, that is really... Those are some huge waves that come in from that thing. That had to have been what it is, because it's not any more windy. But I assume it's the wake from that cargo ship. All right, so here's Alaska, coming in for the second time. It was Icelandic Air, cool. But yeah, Fish, we've just been here for a long time watching planes and boats. There was a cargo ship that came by. I hadn't switched to my phone because I keep saying I'm gonna leave. Oh, there it goes. It looks like it's committed this time. Oh goodness. I need to do a plane watching stream sometime. I'll just do it from my phone and I can get better plane views. You know, with Zoom and everything. You see, there's water way up here. I like looked over here and there's waves coming up so much it was like splashing all the way up over the wall, like up onto the sidewalk. Meow. Hi, Spooky. I gotta watch out riding around and going meow. Like right when I go by someone, they're gonna start, thinking weird things. Not that I particularly care, but hey, there's less rocks now than earlier, I think. So I think I said high tide. I guess when I got down here, the tide was still coming in, and it's even higher now. Yeah, it's really nice here. It's like what, 73 is what it says, so it's a nice breeze going. It's like perfect. You thought about that? Yeah, I've gotten some pretty. Yeah, I've gotten some pretty weird looks sometimes when I do like. Another Alaska plane. Oh, I'll be going back by the airport, so we'll get to see some more close-up planes later. Because I'm gonna go by the airport and then go by the north end of the airport again. Not right by the north end of the airport. I think I'm gonna go down a different trail, but it's still gonna be pretty close to it. Oh, okay, cool. Well, it looks like it's committed to landing this time. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, like Cat Seed streamed a couple days ago and I watched it for a while. Oh, it was yesterday. And I never saw like any people, like he was going on bike paths and there was like one other bike rider one time that he was following for a bit. But other than that, there was like basically no other people riding or nothing. So it was like deserted. I mean, to be fair, the paths here most of the time don't have people on them and you just have them to yourself. See, there's definitely was a lot more rocks sticking out earlier. So I guess the tide is maybe still coming in. Oh, another Alaska plane. That one just says One World really large on it instead of Alaska. Like you wouldn't know it's Alaska plane other than the face. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really a problem in the paths. It's just here, like if oh, San Diego, cool. Like here, if I'm riding by like behind some benches and I go like meow or something right when I'm going by behind the benches, people are just gonna, think I'm well, they'd probably wonder if I'm meowing at them or what's happening. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna go on a ride back. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while, looking at the boats and water and planes, but that's true too. Yeah, I do see people sometimes like I go by them, they look up at my head about when you think they see the camera, and then they get like a look of horror on their face or something. and then like just look away or something, like, oh gosh. Some people don't seem to mind. Some people actually even like wave at me, like they don't mind at all. But I think the response, at least that I notice that I get the most, is people see the camera and then just have a look of horror, and then like just kind of look away, or just, you know, tunnel vision by me. That's why I feel a little bit like a public menace. I guess if you're a streamer, you really are just a public menace, at least to some people. So I think, you know, I probably basically am.
Yeah, that's her second one, and it wasn't a small earlier either. You guys can...
Uh-huh. Oh, I've had some people that for sure they knew what I was doing and they didn't want their face online, because I've had people actually like look away, like turn away from me, so it wouldn't, like, you wouldn't be able to see their face, or like have a hat and like get the hat and hold it up in front of their face or something while I went by. So I know this, which, you know, that's reasonable. Some people just don't want their face online. And I mean, it makes me feel kind of bad that I have to do that. But I mean, I don't really think it's weird when someone does that. I just notice it and I'm just like, oh, yeah. Just being a public menace again. So this is a bridge where the road goes over. I've taken Mog here. I took him here walking a couple times. Oh, like, I mean, yeah, if you actually get online and someone watches it, they'll probably notice you more. If you're, you know, yeah, like trying to look away or hide from the camera, or otherwise you just blend in. And I don't have that many people that do that. It's just occasionally. Like today, if I had some people look at me weird, but I didn't really notice. Like today, it just seems like it's just been kind of normal. Oh, there was one time when I was talking about the planes, there was a couple that went by me and they were just kind of looking over, like, but more like curious, like, what the freak is this dude doing? Because like, I turned around, I was looking out towards the water, and I turned around to see like one of those planes go by me and said something about it, and I guess got louder because I turned around where I was facing them, and they kind of looked, and then I noticed they looked back again when they went by, like they were wondering what the heck I was doing. But mostly it seems like people just don't think much about the camera. But yeah, I do ride around with a freaking camera on my head, and I have wires going up to it. So it's super, it's not like wireless either, so it's super obvious I'm doing something. You normally see people with GoPros and they don't have wires going to them because they're just like filming. You only really need it wired to live stream. So it is definitely obvious that I'm doing something abnormal. That kind of looks like a hot, tired doggo cruising up the hill. Probably needs to be a creek doggo. Mog liked walking there. There's multiple places where he could get in the creek. And that was his favorite thing other than eating, was basically getting in creeks. Oh, I stood there too long and got my legs really stiff. And this is murderous now. Uh-oh. My chat disconnected and reconnected. I am slowly running out of service. It'll probably disconnect again up here, but you know, hopefully just for a few minutes. Slightly longer to get through the dead zone, but not much. Okay, did you look at the Alaska plane that aborted landing and went back around? Did you see what city it was from? I was just curious. I said I wouldn't mind being on that plane because they got a nice view of the sound and everything, people window seats, but if it was from like other side of the country and I had been on it for like 6 hours, I probably, yeah, and I didn't have the site pulled up then, so I didn't even look. Yeah, I was just curious. I wouldn't really want to, you know, be excited about landing and then find out it's going to be 10 more minutes. Maybe if I had been on the plane for 6 hours, so the view probably wouldn't be as nice. So, you know, just curious how horrified the people might have been. Also, if you're still here, Spooky, I don't think I asked. I'm gonna stop here for a minute. My legs are burning too much. That was a really low Alaska plane. But anyways, I was gonna say I hope you're having a nice day. I don't think I asked earlier because I was really interested in planes and getting ready to leave. Oh crap. St. Louis? Oh, okay. Still sitting on the taxiway? Oh yeah. Yeah, like I was talking about, every time I've come in here on a flight, it just sits there for 20 or 30 minutes waiting on a gate. So that makes a lot of sense. Stop crackling? Huh. Could have been the sound messing up because of bit rate, maybe. Maybe another plane took its gate or something also, since they had to circle around. Who knows? Although like July and August, June, July, and August is super busy here at airport because it's when all the tourists come in and everything. And supposedly it was, I guess, horrible over the weekend because of the 4th and stuff. So it might still be extra busy the next week. So like I said, it seems to be really bad like that. Really, and on the weekends or weeknights late in the day, because like, nice. Because like I was saying, they get backed up and then they just can't recover because there's not enough gates. So the airport kind of just gets more and more behind. But this seems a bit early in the day to sit that long. At least from my experience. I think so like once or twice I have flown in here earlier, it didn't take near as long to get off the plane once they landed. So maybe it's still holiday traffic, or it sat there long because they had to circle around. Although I guess not too long. That was maybe what, like 15 minutes, 10 minutes? If it's moving now. I'm pretty much out of the valley and pretty much too well that where cell service cut off. So, like I said, I'll be back in a few minutes if the stream dies. Just have to cross a road at a crosswalk, and then however long it takes me to just ride. Although I'm facing another way, so the stuff's on my back. Maybe the cell phone tower. I have noticed that my body does seem to have a lot of Alright, bye, over and out. Sorry, I didn't really talk much other than just about planes. I mean, it's probably fun, maybe, but anyone that didn't want to talk about planes, maybe it was hard to get anything else in. But it was nice talking to you again, and I hope you have a nice night, a nice day tomorrow. I did really enjoy talking about Hurricane stuff. Passing your left. Oh my goodness. And I was wondering about that. It's like a decent one if you don't feel like it's cool. I mean, I figured CPUs don't really ever die. It'd just be if you upgrade it or not. Cool. So it somehow it made it this time. Maybe just, well, might have just jinxed myself. But maybe just because I yeah, I mostly only upgraded because I wanted to be able to play Beat Saber at 144 FPS. Like, it was still, for other games like Overwatch and stuff, which is about the only thing I ever play, and I mostly don't even play that, like it would be plenty fast enough. So I could definitely see not upgrading yet. Yeah, I guess if you're playing Beat Saber mods and streaming, maybe sooner also than games, in normal games. But yeah, I have a 59. No, I have a 57 now. All right, bye, over and out. It's nice talking to you again. Hope you have a nice rest of your day. Oh, my legs are burning again. I got tired on the downhill part. And now I'm just suffering. I forgot for a minute what processor I have. I think I have no, not 57, I have a 5800. So I think there is a 57. And then 59 is, I think, the 12 core one. And I have 58, which is an 8 core one. Oh. Okay, yeah. Cool. So that part, I think most of the stuff is accurate on there. Some of it wasn't, but I went like a year ago and updated it all. Oh, there's another. All right, once I get right up here, we'll be able to see the planes good. I'll be out from under the trees. And it's like, the trail just goes lined up with the left runway for a little bit. So the planes will be coming in right over my head. Land. So we're about to plane. All right, my legs feel warmed up now. They were stiff from standing up so long after riding, and then they were being tortured, and now they feel mostly warmed up. This is they're building another freeway going through here. I was slightly worried the trail would be closed today. If they were like, it looks like they're not closing any of the trails or roads. It's just dirt over some of them, kind of. So that's the, right in front of me is the left runway. Nice. Oh yeah, here's a plane right here. I was gonna say if there's any planes coming in, they should be coming in right above. That's the Alaska plane. I couldn't tell until a minute after it got by and I could see the face on the tail. Cool, so it took them like, I guess, 25 minutes or something, but they found one. Buy one, get one free fireworks, it says. I guess maybe someone was set up in that parking lot selling fireworks last week. I was double beeping.
Wait.
Really? Like backed up? Oh, yeah, so they can't have them take off and land at the same time. So don't they use, oh, here's another one. I don't know what that is, but the engines are green looking. I couldn't see the rest of the plane because I was directly under it. Yeah, when they get slow, don't airports normally give the landing planes priority so they don't have to just circle around? Oh, Frontier. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they're green. And it's that like weird shade of green also.
Wait.
From Portland, that's a really short flight. That's probably only like an hour or something, I'd guess, because it's only like a 3-hour drive or something like that. Wait, this road's closed. I was like waiting and it's like, wait, but it's closed right there. Oh, that's obvious. So Delta really wants you to know that they're Delta planes from below. Like it just says Delta really large on the bottom. All the other ones, it's like, I don't know what they are. 27 minutes? Dang, that is short. It was so big, it's just like, oh, what's that? Oh, okay, Delta plane. Very obvious. But yeah, Sarah, the big fireworks are illegal everywhere here. But there's like, I don't actually know what they can sell. Little like, I guess firecrackers or something. So places, I was pointing that out, places set up in like grocery stores will have fireworks in them and all kinds of stuff. Like the illegal ones. And plenty of people shoot off the illegal ones, but you have to drive out of town to buy those. Someplace where it's legal, where they're legal. Although I didn't see near as many fireworks this year as the last few years that people are shooting off. It's kind of quiet. Oh, there's another one coming in. I'll stop while we're here and see what it is. Looks like United, going by the tail. Because it has that globe or whatever on it. Hey, United. Oh, here's another one coming in right behind it. Looks like this is going to the other runway, you must be, and it's really close. Oh, usually from a boat? Wait, man, that sounds sucky. Imagine if you light your boat on fire. Well, I guess there's plenty of water around you to put it out, but if you can't get it put out, it could be sucky, you know? As long as you have a way to get the plenty of water around you to on your boat to put it out. Oh, the United one? Or the big one that's... I was looking for it, but it's coming in lower, so it's somewhere back there behind the trees. I can hear it, but I can't see it. Sounds like it's over the runway. No. The other one? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, here's another one coming for the left one. Okay, that's what I thought it sounded like. Yeah, the United one, and then I couldn't see what the other one was. So that's British Airways. And it was going to the right runway. Here's a Delta going to the left runway. I thought the other one looked big. That makes sense, British Airways. Cool. Yeah, you get to see some pretty fast when they're staggered on the different runways. Because they're pretty far apart, but those were evenly spaced out between the two. Oh, the Delta? That's another Portland flight. It's insane flying from Portland. Yeah, I figured short. Which I guess I guess maybe some people just fly to from Portland to here instead of driving. It's like a 3-hour drive or something like that. And I guess worse if there's traffic. But, I've flown also probably connecting flights because I assume this is a bigger airport than Portland. And like I've flown, the shortest flight I've had is flying from Chattanooga, Tennessee to Atlanta, Georgia. The train does sound nicer than having to get on and off of a plane. Is it really only 90 minutes? Wait, is the train only 90 minutes from Portland to here? I guess that makes sense. I think they probably do go, I don't know, 60 or something. And that's about half the time it takes to drive. Or maybe 50. Cool. Yeah, I knew last time you came up on train from there. Amtrak. But it might be like a connecting flight. Like when I go visit my parents, sometimes my dad will just drive me up to Nashville and I'll fly home from Nashville, Tennessee. Sometimes I'll fly home from Atlanta. Usually it depends on which airport's cheaper. Different times of the year, one or the other will be cheaper or better flights or whatever. If it's the same, I usually fly out of Nashville because I hate Atlanta, like the Atlanta airport. It's just a nightmare.
Wait.
Oh, cool. Yeah, when I've flown, that's what I usually fly Nashville or Atlanta, but I've flown out of Chattanooga. If you fly Delta out of Chattanooga, you fly down to Atlanta and then you get on a plane and go to Seattle. And that's like a 50 or 55 minute flight. So that's like the shortest I've done. And sometimes it's just as, I've gotten tickets where it's pretty much just as cheap to fly that way than out of Atlanta. $3.5 for the train. Well, I could definitely see people flying, so it's actually about as long as driving. So I guess I could see people that don't want to spend that much time. They wouldn't want to drive or take the train, so they'd just fly. And like connecting flights, like I don't mind that much. It's a little annoying flying from Chattanooga to Atlanta and then Atlanta up to here, just because you spend more time on a plane and you have to get on and off two planes. But it's also really easy getting in on a small airport, going through security on a small airport, and then you land in Atlanta and it's pretty easy to get from one plane to the other. So if it's the same price, that's nice also. Then my dad doesn't have to drive me like 2.5 hours to Atlanta airport. In Chattanooga airport, I don't have to get there early in case it takes like, extra time to get through security, which I actually don't really anyways, because I have pre-check and I usually get through unless it's horrendous in just a few minutes. But that's kind of like a toss-up. I don't really like getting on and off of two planes, but it is kind of nice, like I said, getting on the airport at so that's why. That's port over here, and the button thingies are still right here. It looks like they're gonna put them on those poles, I assume, and they just haven't yet. But once you consider doing the airport stuff, it's still probably the same time. Oh, like what I was talking about? Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, like, depends on the airport, I guess. Like Chattanooga airport, pre-check or not pre-check, it usually only takes like 5 minutes to get through security. And the airport's so small, it only takes like the Chattanooga airport, my dad's dropped me off at the airport, and like 10 minutes later I was at the gate. Like, got through security and walked all the way to the gate and everything, so that's kind of nice. And I can just get there like, 45 minutes before the flight leaves, and that's plenty of time. And then, it takes 10 minutes to get in, and then you have a 55-minute plane ride from Atlanta, but then if you don't have a really long layover, you can just go walk to your other plane in Atlanta, and then you have like a 5.5 hour plane ride or something. So it's probably a little nicer. Most of the time it's more expensive flying out of there. I would probably mostly choose that if it was the same price, but it's usually quite a bit cheaper to drive to Atlanta and fly. And not, both things is kind of toss up. There's annoying things about one flight and annoying things about flying out of the other airport. I'd say mostly probably flying out of the smaller one and having a layover is more time on a plane, and I don't like being on planes. But the small planes are more fun to be on. And they only have like 2 seats on each side, so I don't mind sitting beside someone as much as I really hate center row seats and being sandwiched between people. And a small plane where there's not 3 seats, you can't be sandwiched between some people. And they're bumpier and stuff too, which I don't really mind rough flights. I kind of think it's fun, like feeling the weather, the bumps and stuff, like being on a smaller plane. And I've been on smaller planes less. So I definitely say the short flights and small planes are, kind of fun. Wait, I didn't ask. What was nuts about those intersections other than just, are you talking about the way the... Yeah, I don't like being shut up with a bunch of people that much. I like the planes, like flying on the plane and being able to look out at stuff. It's like fun. Like some people don't like turbulence and they don't like planes and stuff, but none of the being on the plane flying stuff stresses me out. It's just all the people. Because there's so many people on the plane. But mostly what I hate is having to get on and off the plane when everybody's like in a line. And some people get all like antsy trying to get on off of the plane and everything. That just kind of feels like being in a crowd. So the people bother me, the planes don't. But the more I've flown, I've gotten more and more. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I've never experienced anything like that either. Because the smallest plane I've ever been on, I don't know what, they're smaller than anything we saw going in and out of SeaTac other than the FedEx planes. Because any plane I've flown out of here have like 3 seats on each side. The smallest plane I've flown out of was an American Airlines plane that had 1 row of seats on one side and 2 rows of seats or whatever, 2 seats on the other side of the aisle. And I really like those because if you get the one side seat, you don't have to sit beside anybody. You just have an aisle on one side and a window on the other side. And that's like actually fun. Yeah, same. Like I could see you not wanting to be in big jets. Like I could see you not wanting to fly on a commercial plane and being around tons of other people. Kind of maybe for the same reason that I don't. I don't really know. You hang out on the internet, but I guess I don't actually know if people terrify you. I mean, they don't really terrify me, but it still makes me nervous. I'm just weird. But it would be weird, yeah, if you didn't like you were afraid to be on planes. Uh-huh. I don't... The frick is that? My phone's in my backpack's doing an Amber Alert or something. Either Amber Alert or some other kind of alert. Well, it's in my pack, so we won't know if it's an Amber Alert or if like Mount Rainier is about to erupt or something. Oh, this is the closed road. Yeah, I guess just introvert stuff. I like people. I like talking to people, 1 or 2 people at a time. But more than that, it's like, I'm good. Like, hard to deal with. And the crowd of people, it's like, I would like to go slink off and die somewhere. I'm gonna stop here in the shade and drink some water. But like, you know, 1 or 2 people, that's like really fun, hanging out with people. Yeah. It's easier online. Also, what's really weird about, it's also easier to talk to people on stream if you're streaming. Somehow even easier to talk than going into someone else's chat and talking. And as far as the number of people, like, when I go in someone's chat and talk, I get more intimidated the more people there are talking. Oh, yeah. I tried to ask. I don't know if I finished asking that. I'm always intrigued about what people think from other countries about intersections. I don't have any clue what intersections are like in Canada. Yeah, that was a kind of wide one. And like the crosswalks, it has the islands out between the right turn lanes and the straight lanes that, you know, that cross intersections. So like you had to go across the crosswalk and then sit at the island and then go across the next. So it was on the larger side of how intersections go. Yeah, I said I don't know what intersections look like in Canada. I've never been to Canada. Like, I live pretty close by, but I've never actually ventured up there. Right, so this intersection. Alright, we have a. Oh, haha. Yeah, just big, wide city roads. Alright, so I was planning, I rode this way along the edge of the airport and came down that road and went across. And I was planning on riding back up on this bike trail. If you guys want to look at more planes, I can go up that way. Actually, wait, before I say that, I don't know if that road has a bike lane going back that way, and I really don't like riding out on the road. It wasn't sketchy riding south, but is it north? Let's see. Well, the internet's so slow, it doesn't want to load satellite view. Oh, actually, is that street parking? I'm trying to decide which way I want to ride. That part would be cool because you go right. You can't see the planes that good because it's right at the foot of the runway. But, I mean, once they take off, you can see them go right up above you. I'm just trying to make sure I don't mind riding back on the... Ew, that side of the road, it doesn't have a bike lane. I could just ride down the sidewalk. Oh, can I actually go back that way? Huh. So you cross the road. You're right down here. Internet all of a sudden got faster, so now I can actually look on Google Maps. But I think I'll just go on up this way then. I got to look at the road more. And can actually probably see the plains just as good from the park that I will stop at. I stopped there a little bit earlier because I thought there'd be really nice plain views, but by the time they get to the end of the runway, you hear a squirrel. Wait, were you calling that that? I heard a loud vehicle or something. Is that the squirrel, or is it something else? Or do you think you actually heard a squirrel? Yeah, I was looking for planes there, and then I figured out that they climb way faster taking off than they do landing. Like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't actually hear it, I guess because I was looking at the phone and talking. I heard a vehicle about the time that I started riding again, but just sitting there still, I was thinking, I wasn't paying attention to, oh, here. Here's the, and I turned this sharp. Here, I'll show you. The place I didn't ride by, here's what the end of the runways look like. Actually, that's the road. So you just ride at the foot of that giant wall, and you just can see the plains like that. So it's kind of cool. You can see the edge of the runway and the lights coming out. The runway lights. You were still? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just didn't even notice that. I was like fixated on Google Maps. I saw both of those trucks earlier. It was that loud pickup and the other truck following them. Oh, well, heck. I was wondering why it stopped refreshing, so I can't see bitrate. I guess it's because cell service is so bad. Oh, look at this. There's trees growing out of the path. Oh yeah, here's the runway lights. Bitrate's a little bit better now. The website at least reloaded. Here's a, whoa! There's a Prime airplane. It's an Amazon plane. I've seen Amazon planes sitting at the airport because they fly in and out, but I've never actually seen one take off. It says Prime Air really big on the side, and then the Amazon logo on the back. just up on the bridge. Can't say I've seen that before. Yeah, I guess it's to have them the same height as the runway. Because this is kind of a ridge, but then the airport right there. Yeah, that pickup truck. Well, I think that pickup truck is loud on purpose. Someone needs a brain to not do that to their pickup. That was really rude, but I really hate loud vehicles. Okay, anyways, I don't know if you can tell on the stream, but I can see the windsocks there at the end of the runway. I think they're windsocks. Or either, oh, maybe they're not, but something orange. So anyways, runway is that height. So I guess the lights are up on the bridge because they're the same elevation as the runway. And the whole airport is just built up that high. So that's why you can't see the runway, because all this area around it is, like where I'm standing, it's just like that much lower than the runways. Like when I was south of the airport, I was about that much lower than the runway. So there's no good place to actually see them land because it's just higher than everything around it. I think there's a hill over that way that's maybe a little bit higher. I've never really drove on this side of the airport much through town, but I've never been any place where you can actually look down at the airport. Oh yeah. Yeah, casting a shadow. Yeah, like when that other path that I could have went down, part of it was like, there was a wall beside the road that was almost as high as those lights are from me, where I'm just riding down the road and there's just the end of the runway is just that high up. No hitchhiking. I'll let them go by. Can tell? Okay, that's what I figured you meant. Thank you. Google Maps showed that there was no crosswalks here or nothing. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that either. Oh, actually, I guess a little similar. In Atlanta, one of the runways goes over the interstate, if I remember right. So like you're driving under the interstate and you go through this tunnel, and then like you can before and after you see planes taking off really low. And there's some runway lights there. But yeah, not up on a bridge. They're like on a little bridge going across the interstate, and they're just high enough, like about as high as a bridge going over the interstate. But I thought that was weird the first time I ever drove by the airport here. Like funky, just there's 3 bridges there for all 3 runways, just that high up in the air. So it is pretty neat. All right, good. There's an AT&T tower right there that I can see. So I was hoping, I was looking at the tower, not the trees. I was hoping bit rate would be better, and it is. Uh-oh. Oh, that's actually scary. It's not Sarah probably either, since she doesn't like going. Wait, does this actually work? Uh-oh, these buttons don't work. Or they don't say anything when you hit them if they do work. is that plane? That's a completely white plane. It had some like stripe on the back of its name and I couldn't tell what it said. Don't trust dodgy sites. Haha. Really funny. I mean, it is kind of a slightly dodgy site. Oh. I'm just gonna wait. I want to know if this button works or not. I didn't hear it say anything when I hit it. I think it just literally doesn't work. There's oh, okay, there's a United. But it's United? Interesting. Right, I'm fording the road right here. Because it's not giving me a crosswalk. So I guess that answered my question that the button doesn't work. Didn't say wait, and it went like 2 light cycles. I feel like I recognize Continental Airlines, like it's a name that I recognize. I wonder if that's like a off-brand United, like a little airline that United owns, or that, or like an airline that does flights for United. Because like, when I was talking about the short flights earlier, flying from Chattanooga to Atlanta, those usually aren't, I don't remember, it's some other airline. It's usually not actually American or Delta. It's like it'll be a Delta plane, like painted up Delta, but it's a airline that does their small flights for them, and it flies you from Chattanooga to Atlanta, and then when you get on the plane at Atlanta to go from there to Seattle, that's an actual Delta-owned plane. And the one before that, though, will be like another airline they contract with. But they're always oh, weird. So I guess that's still just a plane that says Continental that they have never repainted since then. Well, that's cool. I've learned a lot about planes today. Like a lot. I know where to like about that website and everything. Yeah, really, like an old plane. They hardly use any of them anymore. Oh, there's some, oh, they're doing BMX races. Yeah. That will make me want to watch planes way, way, way more. Cool. That's pretty sweet. Alaska plane. Oh, I'm too tired to ride any faster now. I'm basically just on the flat road, but my legs are just like kind of just screaming at me. So there's a BMX park here. It's closed all the time, as in like it's fenced in and the gates are always shut. So it seems like it's only, so it's not an open to public one. You have to, I guess, be in a group or whatever. But they're having a, wait, this little kids riding BMX bikes right now. Kind of cool. Yeah. Girl has an e-bike that I've rode a few times. I almost thought about riding it today because this is gonna be like a 16-mile ride, and I ride that much pretty regularly now, but it's still closer to about 20 miles. Well, I guess depending on how I feel, 20 or 25 miles is about the most I can handle in a day. And this was a lot of, compared to most of the flat stuff I ride, this was a lot of elevation gain on the way back. So I thought about riding it, but it, I don't get enough exercise. And I wanted some exercise today. So it's kind of, if I had an e-bike that fit me, I could just turn off the assist and get exercise, but it's a Prevail and it's way too small for me. And so at the lowest assist setting, it still assists too much where I don't really get any exercise. And then like I really don't get any, like I won't get any cardio. Like my heart rate will never get up at all. But then if I turn the assist completely off, it's really hard to ride because it weighs like 70 pounds. And that would be fine if it fit me, but I'm so cramped up on it that it murders my knees trying to pedal a 70 pound bike around. So I can't really get exercise with it. So yeah, I need an e-bike that fits me, and then I could just turn the assist off. And if I wanted, I'd get a lot of cardio, and then when I'm tired, I could just, you know, let it help. I am tired. Oh, here's another plane coming over. Alaska. Cool. Oh, there's a botanical garden right up there, right up the hill where all the cars were parked. I've streamed there before. I did a stream there and I didn't bring my wireless mic, so I only had the cell phone mic, and the planes were so loud flying over that it was hard to hear me. Oh, cool. Because I had come here before when the planes were landing from the north, and they're not that loud, so I didn't even think about needing a mic that could do better noise cancellation. So I came here with my, could only use the phone mic, and the planes were taking off to the north like they are today. Oh, here's another one of those orange ones. Yeah, that's another one of those. That's another Sun Country one, or whatever that airline was. It's the orange one we talked about. We just saw another one. That's cool. Yeah, Sun Country. what time is it? Oh, that was an Amber Alert. Well, my phone was going off. Oh, it looks like somebody stole someone's car with their kid in it. In Seattle. That sucks really bad. It was somebody stole someone's Volkswagen Atlas SUV with their 3-year-old in the back. So they stole their vehicle and kidnapped their 3-year-old all in one go. That's what the Amber Alert is for. So that sucks really bad. Yeah, you get your vehicle stolen and they drive off with your kid that's in the back. Here's a Southwest plane, it looks like. Yeah, Southwest. Cool. Southwest of Denver, nice. So yeah, I was trying to decide if I should stop. Probably should. I was trying to decide if I had time to hang out for a while and we could do more plane watching with my cell phone, because that sounds kind of fun. Yeah, I'll just switch to my cell phone while I do all this. Maybe stream a few more minutes. And we might watch planes for a few minutes then. My hair is tangled up in my helmet. All right, there, I got my helmet off. I couldn't get it off at first. Yeah, I was trying to decide. That is true. That freaked me out. Like, I think about the time that I just blew it off. It went flying off into the air someplace. I hope. And then I'm like, about the time I blew it away, I'm like, wait, I might have just murdered that spider. I need to get home and mow the grass. I was going to try to do that today, but I got back faster than I was planning on it taking me riding back. Yeah, I usually don't either. Like, I'll find them in the house. Vera especially doesn't like killing them. So she'll find them and she doesn't like touching them or getting them either. So she'll usually call me and then I'll get the thing in like a glass or something and carry it outside. So he murders them basically. Or maybe not. I mean, you didn't say that. You just said you made sure they go away. You know, that could be a bunch of different stuff. All right, I will be right back. So can you eat Alright. Fish, you and Alto ran me away earlier, and now you're talking about eating spiders. Oh yeah, I gotta say, I was trying to eat lunch, and I could handle the first thing he said and what you said, and then I heard TTS heard about half of it start reading out his next message about flexing his stomach muscles or something, and I didn't even hear the end of it. I'm just like, fuck this, and just like freaking like close the Twitch app as fast as I could. It's like I'm done. It wouldn't have been as bad if I wasn't eating lunch, but like I really was getting not hungry like really fast. Yeah, it's when they started talking about Saria said something about green colored, and Alto said bile green color or something like that, and yeah, they were talking about, you know, that conversation. I was eating and I was just like, no, I'm done. It was fine. I just was eating and it's like, all right, I'm gonna stop watching Twitch now. From laughing or thinking about that? Oh, I guess from laughing. Like, Fish, so you're just fine with eating and talking about stuff like that? Okay, that's what I figured. That's the funniest thing. I was eating too, like. Alright, I have that turned off so it doesn't run my batteries down needlessly. Yeah, I don't get ran away from streams very often, especially not Fifi's stream. And that happened, I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna go do something else. Oh, I see. Okay. Like, oh, okay. Which you may have noticed that not dial one. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Anyways, it's fine. I kind of. Oh, I forgot also. I've been talking with the phone sitting here, and I forgot that I am using the phone mic. Okay. Let me get my bike on here SOA and then try to fix it. Alright, I'm just gonna stop it from the phone and start it again and see if it gets back on sync. So I'll be right back. Right, is it better now? Should hopefully be better. Okay, cool. Cool. So I thought, I do need to stop pretty soon, but I thought I'd hang out for a few minutes and see how good the planes pick up on the phone. I mean, I might look a bit weird sitting here in the parking lot taking pictures of, or basically pointing my phone at planes, but, you know. It wasn't loud enough. I couldn't hear it read out FedEx from the plane, but I zoomed in about the time that you said FedEx and you could see it. Yeah, I should have did this when we were looking at planes and boats earlier, because like that cargo ship, I also could have like zoomed way into it. So like if I ever go down there again and we're looking at planes and boats, I'll switch to my phone. It's really easy to switch if I don't have my phone stuffed down in the bottom of my backpack. I had one phone down in the backpack and one phone in one of the side pockets. I could have just... Yeah. Yeah, and here you can only see them when they go right over for a minute. Like, it's a lot easier to see them landing. Like, I could drive down to where we were at earlier and you could see them there. There's a bunch of stores and stuff like around the airport. You can probably just sit in the parking lot on the other side of the airport. You wouldn't be able to see the runway, like you'd still be lower down, but you'd be able to see the planes come in. Yeah, that's what I figured. After whatever you said, squints or whatever you said, that And I'm just like, oh, yeah, I'm using my GoPro. It's probably a spec that they can't see. Yeah, so if I actually want to do a plane watching stream sometime, I could also just go sit someplace south of the airport, like if they're landing from the south. Cause like, oh, there's another one coming. Cause they're lower down when they're landing. Take off. I forgot about that earlier when you were saying they were waiting. Yeah, so when they back up, they don't they usually prioritize planes landing so they don't have to like circle around, so then they end up getting backed up like taking off. So I guess there's a 9 plane line waiting to take off. Usually when I fly out of here, I fly out earlier in the morning or either early afternoon. And I've never really had to wait to take off, but I've flown out of Atlanta. Yeah, I flew out of Atlanta one time, and I think we were plane 15 waiting to take off. And I sat by the time we boarded and waited to take off, I was in the plane for like an hour before we even took off. It was freaking horrible. So it was like a 5.5 hour plane ride, being in the plane for 5.5 hours, I think, or 5 hours and 45 minutes. And then I sat in it for a whole hour before we even got to the runway, basically. So it was just like, you know, I think it was like, oh, cool. So it flew from Anchorage and then going back today? Pretty awesome. There's another one coming. Another Alaska one. That's going to Cologne. Oh, like in the Pacific? Oh, okay. One of the islands in Hawaiian Islands. Oh, another one coming in. That's another Alaska one. My bike's in the way now. I was getting my other phone. So it looks like Carol's headed home from work and messaged me. So I think I will go ahead and stop because it'll take her a little longer to get home than me, but it doesn't take that long to mow the grass, so I think that'd give me about enough time to get home and mow the grass, and then if she wants to hang out some, could do that. Oh, so I guess Alaska has a lot flying right now, and they're all just like backed up, trying to get out of the airport. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I hope it was fun to watch. I had a very enjoyable stream. I like bike rides, and if I can go on a nice bike ride and look at planes and boats and everything also, that's just like, you know, really fun. Thanks for drink. That's funny. I guess I'll sit in here and find someone to raid. Yeah, thanks for watching, Sarah. It was nice hanging out, talking to everybody. I've thought about coming here and doing a oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna end that when I got here since I was just sitting still, but I forgot to. So I've just been on the map. I've been just sitting here on the map the whole time, just sitting here still. So I was making it really, really easy for the burrito to find me. Because I thought about that. I was like, well, if I'm not going to ride anymore where I want the mileage, I'm just going to stop. And then I forgot to actually do that. Wait, it was a typo I made when Fifi was stopping. I missed the M and hit the K. Oh, okay. So that's what Syria's doing. I guess so, yeah. The burrito is going to be, like, not food by the time I get it. And that drone is taking a while. Like, it's a week old now. Like, it's a week old now. Oh, goodness. The sound was on. Who should I raid, or should I raid anybody? That's what I'm trying to decide now. I hear another plane. I don't think there's been 5 yet, so this has to still be Alaska. Yep. The Alaska ones are really easy to tell because they have that huge face on them. And it's a little creepy also. At night, they have lights that shine up on the tail, on the face. So most of the plane is just dark. And if you're close to the airport where you can see them, you just see this huge face flying through, like, through the sky. Because most of the plane's dark other than the face on the tail. I've always thought it was slightly creepy. I mean, you're just expecting to see a name or something, and then you look up, and I never really saw Alaska planes before I came up here, because Alaska doesn't fly in and out of Chattanooga. Oh, cool. Oh, that was that huge one when I was south of the airport. Okay, so I guess it's been there for, like, what, 2 hours or something? Runs. My freaking goodness. I think it's that song. The Istanbul, not Constantinople or something. No, I actually know that song from DDR. Because it was in, at least I'm pretty sure it was in DDR. It was in one of the DDR games. It might have been Rock Band that I'm thinking of, but I'm pretty sure it was in one of the DDR games. So that's the only reason I know it. You youngins. I'm probably... Well, I don't know. I'm more halfway between your age and... I actually don't know how... Maybe your age and Fish's age. But probably not actually half. I'm probably still closer to... I act probably the youngest, but, you know... I don't know. It kind of sounded like an 80s like song to me. Just style-wise. Oh. No, maybe it is. It kind of style-wise sounded like an 80s song, but it didn't. It sounded production quality-wise. It kind of sounded like maybe something newer that is just made to sound like old style music. Oh, here, sorry. I'll go to this. I don't know if you want to see my head after I take my helmet off and everything, but it's probably more horrifying, maybe less boring than a hill. I'm going to continuously say bye. Yeah. I'm rating Ekong. He's playing Beat Saber. Oh my gosh, the sound was on. I don't have a countdown, so I don't know when it's gonna start. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, I've never heard the original, if there's an original one. So probably whatever. Okay, that's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure.